And welcome to what is not episode 1 of LT T55A missions. Unfortunately, we are missing episode 1. I'm not sure where it is. I'm not sure where the replay is. So we are going to go ahead and start off with episode 2. But thank you for watching. Hopefully you have a great time. The mission for us here. Let's take a peek. It is going to be LT2 spot 6 enemy vehicles and survive the battle. Looks like I matched up with Fielder here back in my LHN buddy. I haven't seen him in a while. So Fielder, if you're watching this, we've got to platoon up, work on the 260 missions together. We're also in Province. This is a great map for spotting, but a little funny in that it's hard not to get lit and counted out. So I'm running optics on this as well as the concealment on the 1357, and for the T55A as well as the Stug T28 HTC, I did almost all of these missions with the 1357 tier for tier. It's just absolutely fantastic. A few of the very end ones I went ahead and had to do with the ELC even 90. Here I'm just trying to take a super aggressive run because I've struggled with this mission, getting 6, not getting the dubs, not surviving. The 6 is easy if you suicide spot, but I'm going to push up way aggressively here and make it work. 4 spots already. All I need is 2 more. We're going to full send it here into the corner. Also, it still would be nice to win the game. I'd really rather not throw. Especially as these missions went on, it became more important to do the mission than win the game, which makes the pub experience pretty bad. If you'll notice, actually a tree went down over here. I don't know if I caught that in real time, but I've got it now with the AMX, the Leo, and the Nashorn. We're actually up to 7. Now we just get to play some good old-fashioned tanks. If you get a map like this, it's fantastic. One of the other ones would be Wide Park, which I think is through tier 6 as well. If you get Wide Park, you're just going to run straight and spot the middle railroad track, the crest. Super easy. And then another one that it's not too bad would be Melanovka as well. If you're playing the north spawn, you've got a bush that's going to spot the middle. So if anybody's having trouble with the mission, that's what I would look for. One of those 3 maps makes it pretty chill. Steps as well has some good mid bushes, but I always seem to get countered out there. And now we just need to get the W. 600 assisted, none dealt, and the 1357 really shines in these kinds of scenarios. The Panther's never gonna spot me out, and I've got great pen, especially with gold. Right now, 195 on a tier 7 light. M4 is going to donate. That's about the only thing that tank can do, and we pick up another 450 damage. Easy peasy. It's just unfair. If you have a 1357 and you're not using it for the missions that you can, it's a huge mistake. This tank is way too good per tier. Server win rate, I think, is over 52%. And there's a lot of players playing it. Right now the heavies are stuck. We're actually not doing that hot as far as the HP goes. They've got control of our side, and like you guys know from playing it, it's kind of a classic phase swap situation. But that's no problem for us. We're 1357 and we get to hang out. We just get load. Actually a bad shot there for sure. The thing for this Brett Panther that he doesn't realize is he's just never ever gonna see us, which is great if you're the 1357. I really dislike pushing into the 2 line here. That's why I haven't made the move yet. It becomes such a pain. You're super exposed, and all the guys here in J7, 8 can come back and shoot you. Huge hassle. So anything like this where these tanks eventually get tired of camping and they push up, that's what makes it way easier to push once we've killed the guys on the opposite side. Or they've all committed, so I'm confident they're not going to have an easy shot. We got the buildings. Nothing, still no angles, and eventually I'm gonna have to slinky my way forward with the switch to AP because I'm not made of money. I don't have all these credits to be wasting. I do have a few credits to waste. Very dynamic gameplay here, guys. Lots of camping. Very quality gameplay. But I do want to win. I've got my mission. There's absolutely no reason for me to lose this game. It's a hope and a prayer. Hope and a prayer. We got it. Very lucky shot. 100%. This Leo's positioning is why it's so awkward pushing into the J1. There's really nothing that I can do to prevent them from getting shots. What's cool here is if I back up the slope and I level off, I'm really trying to get an angle, but it is ridiculously hard. Because of where this building is and where I know they are, there's actually not a sight line. So I look for some freebie shots there as well. And the game's pretty close. It's 500 HP difference. Or at least that's what it shows me. The Nashorn's an easy light, but as soon as that goes, the M4 can shoot me. I've got a tuck down. And it's turning out that it's probably actually the easiest for me to root these guys out on this side. Perfect. Another 1357. We're about to commit an act of cannibalism here. Remember, we can't die, so that adds such an interesting wrinkle to these missions. Because normally you'd just be able to complete the mission and bounce. But in this case, dying means we actually fail the mission. So regardless of us being up a good amount of HP, if I get brewed, something weird happens, I actually lose the mission. And kind of the only time that I'm sorry I'm actually running food would be this situation here. Also can't afford to get rammed here. Good thing the M454 is a walking trash can of a tank. Or a rolling trash can? Treading trash can? Some of the trash cans of the world complain about being compared to that tank. And finally, we just play it safe. Absolutely no reason for me to feed uphill here. We try to do a good deed with the KV2. And none of us weigh anything. We can't touch this guy. It's a little bit sad, but it's also interesting if you look at the HP. It's another 600 HP closer than it actually looks for that reason. And I'll try to poke the edge here, because it'd be nice to get a finish. And I just realized, no. I'm here to get the W. The next 100 seconds are not the most gripping, so we're going to way fast forward that. I do sit off the rock, assuming that the M12 or the M44 is going to splash out the rock first. And he reloads in 20 seconds, so he only gets a few. There we have it. LT2 is done. We spotted 6 new vehicles and we survived the battle. Great match. Actually pretty easy. Once we got the 6 spots, we got to slow play at 2,000 spotting. 2,000 damage dealt as well, so a 4K combined in a tier 7 is fantastic. But the bottom line is it's in a 1357. It's not that hard to do, and we got a great map for it. So I'll catch you guys in LT3. Thanks.